we would have been very clear on the time we were supposed to meet.
Yeah. You know us, though. Bunch of freaking layabouts. Oh my god. Ezra emerges from Chase's office? Ezra's been using Chase's bed? Ezra's been stealing Chase's stuff? Ezra peed on Chase's couch? Holy.
No, I found a nice couch in there and it was just really comfortable. Don't ask me how I got in there. I'm not going to tell you.
Well, I would assume with your keys.
The keys that only work for my security room door.
They also work for my security.
What does that even mean?
What'd you say?
I said, what does that even mean?
Oh. I don't know. It sounded so cool, though. You know me. I'm here to ooze my coolness onto the ambient atmosphere of the hollow.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, we better. You freaking buttle.
I'll dangle you upside down and tell you to give me your lunch money.
Joke's on you. I'm poor.
But your gun isn't.
Oh. So you want me to go rob people for lunch money and then you're gonna steal my lunch money from me?
Yeah, exactly. What the fuck?
Seeing as, he's not here at the moment.
Who's not
So
here?
you're right that I gave it to you instead. I don't think he gave it to me for me to keep it. Just so I could do the mission.
He did say for
And
now,
he's not here.
but... Ugh.
I'm not gonna hold on to it, trying to take it and spin his words now that he's gone.
Cow. Can you please move, buddy? Well, I'm not gonna walk back up there because I just came back down. I'm gonna leave it like over here.
And then for all your friends up here, I can take my leave.
Yeah, we're all friends, and you're not.
I know.
It's really mean to say, dude. Like, I don't think you should just be saying that.
He said it first.
Upside down.
Oh. The whole world's upside down now.
Where the hell is that bug guy, man?
I saw him walking
I
towards the
believe
techie bay. Actually, just a couple seconds ago.
Hello.
Lion King reference. Everything
Yeah.
the sun touches
Charlie
is
wants
yours.
her lawn mowed.
Okay.
Cowboy is not present either. Probably still making his way back from the heart.
Back by his house that's also lawn.
Yeah.
So I was gonna
Try
do
to keep up with it every 2 weeks.
the door's
Yeah, I'll
open,
do it.
so
Yeah, I'll go back.
I was gonna do the knock 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 Ezra knock 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 Ezra.
I'm going to see if I can retrieve Buck, as well as take care of another present issue.
I've been here the entire time.
It's me, Goku.
I never left.
What?
Goku, you're Ira. Silly.
No, I am Hispanic icon, Goku Vegeta.
I was gonna say you're more Vegeta because you're short.
Well, they got married, so I would assume Goku would take his last name, right?
Brush your
So Goku Vegeta.
and you see that hairline.
It's a very healthy and safe and normal hairline.
How are you feeling?
Probably a lot better since he's not sleeping in the fucking coolant. Freak.
The only two heads that
I
are
didn't mean to
missing
sleep
are
there.
yourself and Cowboy.
Yeah. On the ground.
Are we doing that right now? Alright. Yeah.
If I'm being honest, I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things I'm feeling.
Socialize. Don't fucking.
And I'm slowly regaining the feel in my body, so
I know
it's
what
a nice touch.
time. I'll be down there. Is Sylvie in today? Maybe. She'd be in the ticket room. She was, I'm sure. Go
You want me to send her up?
Take care of something. No, I need to take care of something more personal.
You're in charge of the Whisperers now, Lee.
I'm gonna make sure
Collectively, oh, that's what you were doing.
But check or see if there's any medical if you think I'm going to be the first leader.
I wanted to
taxes.
apologize for before. I got unnecessarily loud. I wasn't feeling exactly like myself that day.
Yeah, around.
My brain was a bit rattled.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, none of us were.
Everybody has to turn their money into Lee, so...
If I'm being honest, my brain still does feel a bit fuzzy. But I at least feel like I can think a little bit more like myself.
Give me your freaking money.
That's good.
Python why she hasn't added me to intelligence yet. Because obviously I am very smart.
That's stupid.
I'm gonna ask that next time I see them.
I'm pretty smart. I know a lot of science and stuff. Why haven't you put me in intelligence yet? You think I'm
intelligence? What
dumb?
are you saying? I'm stupid?
Why are you all the way down here?
Yeah. I don't know. It's just the seat I usually sit in, so...
Go sit over here. Because we're all probably going to be right next to each other.
I've been assaulted! Wow. Do you think you can just manhandle me like that because I'm a freaking woman and you hate women and,
How did
you want me to die?
How did you know all of this except for that last part?
Well, you see, I'm an empath.
Okay.
That hurt.
Me, an empath, sensing that 9/11 was bad.
Who do we have here today? So we need as many heads as we can get.
I mean, what all do we need?
I would assume not many. I think most of them are just trying to rest today.
Yeah.
Somebody from medical.
In terms of leadership, I'm not sure. Though it seems like most of you are here, with the missing of one or two.
I still think that Gary guy's at the heart, so I don't know if he's gonna be able to be here for this.
I think English is hard for a lot of people. I'm hearing a lot of people stumbling on their words.
The word stumbling kinda
Cairo's
day.
still gone.
It is a Sunday.
What the fuck does that have to do with it?
That's right. Samir is head of
Said
Mickey's.
that like that connected the puzzle pieces somehow.
It's Sunday. It's right before Monday.
Oh, I'm an idiot. I should have known that that's
Exactly. And that
how
is
that all tied
exactly
together.
why I should be in intelligence. Because I'm
True.
so smart. That's how it works, right?
It is not solely based on your own personal intelligence, but that is a key factor to have.
Why am I not in security? You think I don't got guns big enough? You think I'm not intimidating or you know?
Ira,
think
I'm
I'm a
gonna be
weak
so.
Drugs on you
woman and
that
I
do
can't be-
unfathomable things to people. You're terrifying.
What?
Ira, I'm gonna be entirely honest with you.
It's all fathomable and explainable by science.
And you know what? You have the most chaotic people here that trust you. You can have a fucking syringe full of acid, and they'll take it.
Ira,
Without
I'm
a
gonna be
second thought.
entirely honest with you.
Yeesh.
If Python pushed you over, you'd fall.
That is generally how physics works. If you push someone over, they tend to fall.
I'm saying your resistance
That
wouldn't
doesn't
be
imply
there.
that they did successfully. Saying she's
Say
like
what
a
you
cat?
said again.
I'm saying your resistance
I am
wouldn't
a
be
cat.
there.
You push me
Cat.
over, and I just like for like the buttered toast, I always flip over to the buttered side.
It was like cat tipping, cow tipping.
Ira tipping.
Either's feasible.
I know this is a
Calling
bit.
me a cow.
I know this is a bit.
No.
But
Cows don't exist, silly.
well, they do. I don't know what. Who told you cows don't exist? Are you okay?
Show me a cow right now.
I can pull up a picture of a cow. I'm pretty sure there's good evidence. I'm sure there's a live stream out there somewhere where there's a cow on it.
Apparently, I'm just a cow over here, so you just look right over here and fucking see me. I'm a fucking stupid old lol cow. Everybody just wants to laugh
love
at the
how you
fucking
just,
lol
like-
cow.
Now we're getting into deep territory. It's just like the fucking hurdle over the cat right into the cow and send right there.
Well, you said cow tipping at one point in
What's
there,
wrong with
so-
cows?
well, there's nothing wrong except that if you call me a cow, I'm gonna take it as you calling me fat.
You're not fat.
Ira, you fucking cow. You fucking cow. I mean, I'm not taking it as a compliment, you know what I mean? Like, it's not. The connotation's not really there.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I assume it's just the 5 of us that are heads that are here.
Mechie is lazy. Medical's lazy.
I wouldn't say that.
Lazy, lazy, lazy. Lazy butts.
We don't have a Cairo. We don't have a Gary. I don't know what Samira is doing.
Certainly
I'll
not
tell you
being
what
here.
she's not doing. Yeah, her damn job.
Bug, get into our comms. Yeah, bitch. Honestly, I don't know what's happening. I'm a little out
I
of
think
the
we're just gonna discuss what the fuck we're supposed to do now that Wrench and Chase are both unavailable.
Fair enough. See, my only jurisdiction right now that I'm focusing on is making sure people under my fucking division don't kill themselves.
Yeah,
Or
I
each
think,
other.
though, I mean, personally, I'll save it for the meeting, but I think we should have something other than tread water as our plan, you know? Like, we should have some goal or something. Like, get Wrench back or, you know,
Cat,
something.
get out from under there. What are you doing? Go back.
And
I have some ideas.
when Cowboy arrives, be sure to inform him that we are all up here and that if there are any security issues that are present, inform one of us immediately.
As I am the only security member that is here and or not part of leadership, as soon as possible.
Are we waiting for anybody else?
I don't think so. Unless Gary's on his way, but I wouldn't know.
I am unsure of his current state, considering he needs to be more proactive in looking over the Merciful Heart. I am unsure if he'll be able to make it.
Alright, I guess let's freaking get it started then.
Well, as we all know, Wrench is gone. And yesterday, was it? Chase.
Day before.
Yesterday or the day
Oh,
before?
no, it was yesterday.
Chase, yeah. Chase is also gone for however long, we don't know for him. We can't do anything about Chase. He's in the hands of, I assume, Kaijin, ISB, and they're having more than likely their own talks right now.
Mm.
So, we have our two only options to head for. We have Wrench and we have Cairo. Though we also have no idea where the two of them are. My only assumption for Wrench is that he is behind the back lines. Tiger side.
Definitely is.
And Cairo,
More than likely.
from what Aki had said, is with the cult. Now, we could definitely try and put our efforts into finding Wrench. And if we do somehow end up finding him, can try and push past the front lines and have heavy risks of not being able to get out because of the territory. Or
Did Dia ever tell you who they came into action with on this little mission where Wrench went missing?
no.
If I remember correctly from what she said obviously CC, but as well as the man I suggested when we were actually discussing that mission, Granger. So that leaves another mark where he might be, wherever he is.
Oh, unrelated, sorry. Python, did you ever look in that briefcase? Do you know what's in there yet? So we should find out.
No, and Corvus is currently trying to get it out of the hands of Voss at this current time, considering they had
And then he's
apparently
gonna bring
taken
it here.
I believe the contents of the briefcase should be discussed later. Right now we need to focus on what we should be doing in the present.
Who's Voss?
So
Oh,
Sylvie.
Sylvie.
Yeah.
Sylvie.
So I have, I think, a suggestion on the Wrench side of things, which is, I think we're never gonna find Wrench if we just go kicking down doors on the opposite side of Tiger territory, and that's
Apologies for the intrusion.
Obviously.
But
Mm-hmm.
one, Sylvie apparently wants to hand you the briefcase personally. For what reason, I'm not sure.
Bring her up here.
Secondly, apparently we have Heartline members that are going to be arriving soon.
I'm sorry, what?
I was just informed of this as well. More than likely a debrief on the mission. It's not here yet. So he's
Put
the
this
way
on
up now.
preemptively. As you were saying.
I don't think that even if we do that, that we'll be able to do that for very long, and there's a lot of territory back there to cover. So I think the best way to get him back is we
Would have
take
been
somebody
the
that
Delta
the person who
Force
took
against
him
them if they have
values and do a trade.
I mean, that's... I'd hope that was kind of obvious. Or at least not, maybe not the last part, but the first part that you said.
Oh.
Yeah, that we wouldn't last back there for a super long time. Yeah, no.
A text from Corvus will go out to the Hollow. Mask up, we might have
As
a
for
visitor soon.
importance, do we know anyone who's important to any of the people who were there?
Granger and Maz have a place called the Backlines,
I will come outside.
and a lot of Granger's people are settled in the Backlines.
So, catch me up to speed.
All that's we've really talked about so far is that we should either go after Wrench or Cairo, and I was saying that I think the best way for us to try and do Wrench's side of things, since obviously a full frontal physical assault won't really work, is to try to kidnap somebody maybe important to CC or Granger who are on that mission and try to do a trade.
Maybe.
Now we have our other option, which is Cairo.
Thing is, we know. We have a good guess at who has Wrench. We don't know who has Cairo. Or where Cairo could be.
Didn't you say cult?
Well, we know it's the cult, but they're split.
It's just
from what I
besides
remember.
us knowing who has Wrench, we don't know if he's behind the Backlines or not.
You're talking about the back lines or you're talking about the front lines?
Front lines.
Okay, because there's two different things.
Behind the front lines.
Considering he was, like I mentioned, 3 zones deep the last time he sent up his little ping, he's definitely in there.
Yeah, that's my assumption. But I don't want to make it as fact right now, because they could have done the weirdest fucking maneuver and not gone behind the front lines, but...
But it doesn't matter where he goes if we convince them to bring him to a meeting spot or a middle ground or something for an exchange with, you know, like if we kidnap someone or get a hostage or something.
Yeah.
As for the
It also
Cairo
have to be
part of
someone
it,
pretty high value, I feel, considering it's
that
random.
is, yeah.
I don't know if this is helpful in any way, shape, or form, but when Queen was here, and we went off to do some Magitech practice or training with Tin Man and a couple others, Ace and Sylvie and whatnot. He was being vague about it, but then I guess Queen wasn't understanding what he was putting down, and then he said Nevrasi. So I don't know if he has communications active with her.
Could I ask?
We're not going to be able to get Nevrasi, I don't believe.
The only person I know that had contact with her was... well, the guy that isn't here right now, so...
I have her number.
That's good to know.
I've contacted her on multiple occasions before to help with, well, the most recent one was to help with Magitech Backlash.
I doubt she's gonna put her ass on the line for something like that.
I think we should explore every possible avenue and you know, just follow the thread that works.
If someone wants to if you want to make a call to Nev, I'm not gonna stop you. But I have my doubts that she's gonna help out
I'm
for the
not going to
scenario
call her.
that we're at.
Could make things worse.
As for the Cairo side of thing, I think our best bet is to just go fuck with the cult stuff then, right? And see if wherever we go has some kind of information.
There's
The
2 people that I know have had contact, whether willingly or unwillingly, with the cult. One of them, you know who I'm talking about, Gary, is Cyrus.
I know both of who you're talking about. Is
We'll
it Cyrus
discuss
and
after
Silas?
our current deliberations.
Not Silas, no.
Okay.
The other one is Dia. She's had willing...
Her own request. Miss Princess out there?
No. I want to focus on what we need to take care of now, and then take care of that issue later.
Okay.
Dia has had willing contact with the cult. She's accompanied, as what she's told me, she's accompanied Cairo on many occasions to her speeches or whatever Cairo's had for her side of the cult. I don't know how much information Dia has on them, but without Wrench, Dia is probably the person that has the most information on them.
So,
Sounds like we should probably ask them.
another avenue. 1607. They've been looking into the cult. It's the reason they even did anything they did at the Heart. It's the reason Cairo was in custody. And it's the reason she was taken.
And there's our
Is it a
third
whisper
option.
outpost out there?
No, there's... I'd have to actually look at the map. Because I don't remember how close a zone is to... I don't think we have an outpost close to 1607. But that's our
I don't know
third
what it is.
option,
I haven't heard the term.
is working with the PD.
We'd have to figure out how to go about it,
damn cops.
though. If it's to stop the crazy mad murder cult,
Last time on. Last time on.
and get our boss back, one of our bosses.
I don't think Chase would be too happy about that. But
No, he wouldn't, but he's not here, and shit's dire.
The closest outpost that we have to 16 or is that what it is?
there's
Even
several
if we want to work with
territories
the
of
cops,
ours around it.
do the
Yeah.
cops want to work with us?
That's the thing I can't guarantee.
They'll definitely probably want something in return.
I'm just saying it's an avenue. It's an option.
Are we all dumb? Have we been saying 1607?
Yeah,
1607 is
1607.
the station. That's correct. It's
That is where the station is located.
Am
They
I...
could also just all arrest us.
Is the map wrong or are we
But we
wrong?
have to figure out how to go
I
about
don't
that
care
in a
anymore.
delicate matter because
It's on the
Dr.
map,
Nile
hun.
Cross is not a whisperer.
Yeah, this is 917 for D0PD.
However,
That's
Dr. Nile
semantics, I don't
Cross
care.
is,
Either way.
according to what
Oh, no, that's
Zero
the
has
group.
told us.
Unless that's the...
That guy that I shot.
No, look up north.
You remember, like, I
near
shot him like 3 times
Lucky's
on
bar.
accident?
Was I looking in the wrong place? Wow, I really need
Yeah,
to...
look northbound.
You were.
I really need to get
Northbound
acquainted
between the
with
Heart and
the
Lucky's
map.
bar.
It's right next
Anyways.
to the pier.
Yeah,
Yes.
keep going. Ooh, that's where they are. Okay.
Dr. Nile Cross is not a whisperer. However, they, according to what Zero told us, probably think she's involved with the cult in one way or another.
Well, according
Whether
to
it be past or...
Aki, some big thing with a giant eye behind it took her. And the only thing
Yes,
that I
that
know
was-
that has...
the same thing we saw in the sewers. You retrieved Silas, according to description at least.
Yeah, is the cult. So
Oh no! Oh, gross.
cult definitely has.
We had to deal with one of those in a mindscape.
Huh.
Nasty.
One of or the same one?
Based off the description, it looked matches.
He has like
But-
a deer head or like a skeleton of one.
The one that we
If
dealt
there's
with was
more than
more
one
of a
of those,
silhouette,
God
but
help us.
if they have the same abilities, then that's probably a bitch and a half. Does it project some kind of spiral that freezes you in place?
It made me feel pain across my entire body, including my face. My nerves are dead in my face, Lee.
Mm-hmm. Probably a different guy then, but descriptor still matched.
Yeah, no, it's still fair information.
Still the same group.
So we have our options. We knock down doors, or actually no, we go to the back lines, kidnap someone from the back lines, and make a trade. We talk with Dia and Cyrus, get as much information as we can, and work off of that, and go from there. Or 3, we do the same thing, but work with the PD.
I don't see why we can't do both on the cult side. I don't know how much Cyrus and Dia will have that they haven't already told some people.
I don't know either, but maybe besides Cyrus, Dia could have more.
Maybe.
Do they have, like, I mean, you say, like, Cairo's side of the cult. Do we have, like, contacts in the cult that are friendly, or...
From what I know, I think the only people
I
that
could
they're...
make an attempt.
From what I know, the only people that they're so nice to is Cairo. Maybe Dia, but Dia hasn't told me that.
I mean, given how they are, we could do anything to get the information out of them. I feel like trying to do that, though, is kind of useless, because, I mean,
Yeah.
they just want to hurt you.
Or be hurt, so you can't really, like, interrogate them with, you know...
We have our options. We have things we can do. We just need to decide on what we will do, and we cannot think of what ifs. We get lost in those too damn much at this table.
Correct.
I think we should maybe on this coming Tuesday try to send some people to the back line, and then in the field we keep an eye out for Wolf and Riker, and if we can get either of them, they might be good bargaining chips as well. And whoever we get, we try to negotiate, and if it doesn't work, then we'll go from there. And then for the cult, maybe we just start kicking down doors, and then we'll send somebody to, I don't know, ask them. Is there anybody that's like that talks to them?
It was just Cairo. For the
No,
most part.
not the cult. I mean, for the police people you're talking
Oh,
about. Do we have like a person in there?
No.
I don't know how much...
I've gone as Dr. Gabriel and spoken with them on multiple occasions, but he's not a whisperer.
I don't know how much you've been looking into the police station, Python, like I asked.
Aside from a good amount of their names and the place that they work, not much to go off of.
So I'm sure if some of the techies start working on trying to find some of their addresses and see where we go from there.
I don't want to go and bust into the homes of their PD officers. That'll just cause more bad blood.
Wasn't there a group of people that, like, went over there to start some shit or whatever? Chase was, like,
there was
talking about making a point.
Yes. That was made. It was done.
Well, not the situation itself, but people who went there, if they have any information based off of their visit, depending on where they went or who they talked to, that might be able to bear fruit. This is me assuming, of course. I don't know what the fuck y'all did. I just know y'all went there. But if y'all brought a scout, maybe they saw something others didn't.
That's a better idea than if we were gonna go talk to the PD, my only option, and I would stand on it, is, as much as you don't like it, breaking into one of their homes and trying to be as diplomatic despite being the hostile ones, because I am not walking on that territory. Not after what happened with everybody going over there, or that small group.
What was it Aki said? There's something he mentioned about talking with someone.
We can also, I don't know why I forgot, that was going to be one of the other points I was going to bring up, but this goes in hand with talking to the PD. We talk with Onimusha to talk with the PD.
Do you have his number?
I know someone who
Do
can
we
get
have
his number.
the signal to shine into the sky?
Yeah.
I know someone who can get his number.
Okay.
We all do. It's going to be underhanded, but it's the only way we can do it, because the only other person I know that has his number is Wrench.
Who's the other person?
Corvus. He doesn't have his number, I don't think. But I'm not going to go into a zone and start busting up stuff just to get someone's attention. Unless it's for the PD.
So you want Corvus to try to hack into his phone or something?
It's the best we have. Unless somebody else has a better idea. Because, God, I would love to hear a better idea than that.
I think at our current course of action, we should go off of the information that we know we can get from Cyrus and Dia and work off of that. And if possible, I can have them form a small team to look into those issues more directly, more discreetly. We need to use the resources that we have before we can start thinking about the resources that we can get.
Sure.
Sounds like a good course of action.
My plan was going to be on Dia and Cyrus.
Well,
Yeah,
we can
I
ask
think
them
they're a
anytime. They're here.
I think they're a good lead to start looking into the cult stuff, and then just, if something pops up with the PD and it works out, then it's, bonus points.
Just branch things out.
Python, can you contact Corvus and tell him to find Dia for us?
I believe he should still be outside.
Is there anything else
Couldn't
that
we
I
also
need
just
for?
contact Dia and tell her to come in here?
That's actually...
Yeah, so we could do that.
I mean, I appreciate making Corvus feel useful, but I mean, he's not a necessity here.
Dia will
mean,
get
I
a
think we're
text
kind of
from
walking in those
Ezra
people.
asking her to come up to the meeting room. I completely forgot that we could just contact them ourselves.
A lot of people forget
We
that.
have phones.
Yeah.
In the meantime, while we are waiting, we need to also remember what our primary objective we should be focusing on is, and is dealing with the Tigers and their current threat for right now. As much as we can try and find our missing whisperers, we cannot ignore the present threat directly staring at us.
With the way things are going, I think that goes hand in hand with finding Wrench. We just need to know who all was out there on the field.
With that
Do
group,
we,
if you're talking about who was out there whenever Wrench got taken, that was Dia, Ryan, Mag, Aaliyah,
Asha?
and Asha.
Asha and Reaper.
Yeah, that's Ryan.
I don't think
did
anyone
anybody,
had time to
or
make
was anybody
reports.
given the, plans for, the next target to hit, or what we were meant to do next against the
Chase's
Tigers?
computer.
Yes, it is in his computer, which I was going to go over with all of you whenever you were all present.
Define all.
I meant all, considering one of our other leadership is not currently present. I would want to make sure that they are all.
Right?
I think she was talking about
Missing...
Samira, and not Wrench and Chase. /
Otherwise, we don't need the computer.
I would prefer not to want to repeat over information without everyone involved, but if absolutely necessary, we can see what we can find presently.
Telephone.
I think
That
we
can
can
only go
delay
so
till
well.
Tuesday, but I think if she's not here by then, like we kind of at some point
I'd-
just have to actually start.
We
working.
most of us are here, so the only telephone we'd have to have would be for Samira.
Mm.
Then
I like to
would
think we're
suggest-
competent.
I would like to suggest before we do that, then we handle that issue outside.
What is that issue?
Briefcase.
Outside? Oh,
Briefcase.
You're welcome.
Currently, from what I understand, from what Corvus explained, yes, 2 Heartline members are supposed to be coming in to collect the briefcase.
I'm going to give you
What's
all
in the
heads up.
briefcase?
We don't know.
Okay, well we should definitely find that out before we hand it to someone else.
Would you like me to bring them in with the briefcase? Because apparently Sylvia's already managed to open it.
bring him in with us.
Here, by the
Bring him
way.
in.
They're on their way right now.
They opened it
Samira.
before in the morning, more than likely when they were going through it after Ace gave it to them, apparently. Which, when I told him to bring it to me, I did not say to put it in the techie bay. But clearly he decided to put it there anyways. Would you like me to bring them in?
Yes.
Yes.
Sylvie also said that her friend should be arriving at the top of the hour, which is that. So I will be going down to get ready to retrieve them. They do arrive.
Question to the room.
Yes.
Are we being used by another group again?
More than
Probably.
likely.
I think.
Sorry,
I
I'm gonna
think
end
we're
up
gonna
walking
find out
into
when
you.
we see what's in the
Apologies.
briefcase. I want to know what's in the box. I want to research alien shit.
If it's something we don't think a terrorist group should have, I say we keep it.
Was the deal with them to give them the briefcase?
The deal that we were given, we will go over in a second.
Sure.
I don't know why you're walking so far away.
Give us the box. Now. B-word.
I'm gonna wait until my people arrive.
Come here.
I don't know who your buddies are that are coming, but the 6 people in this room right now are the leaderships for the Whisperers, which you are a part of, so give us the damn box.
I want you to look me in the eyes and give me one good reason why we should continue going after these things for your people. When this last mission had ISB on this group's front
I
and
don't
got
know
one of your
why-
people killed.
I don't know why ISB's there. I can't
Text will go
answer
to
that
Ezra,
question.
saying,
But
"They're here. I am walking them up currently."
our alliance is important. We made a deal, and you are being paid for it. And
Why
this
is it
mission,
important?
We're being paid.
Catch me up to speed.
What is the payment?
Being paid for it.
yes. Well, I believe Wrench and Bug were there. But the Heartline, when they met Spark, they offered them a deal. Because Conduit put you guys through the small tests that he did, right? To gain your interest. And once he knew that you were interested enough, and that you pursued enough, which you did multiple times, you met with one of the engineers on the Heartline. They offered you a deal, and you took the deal. And he said when the time came when they could give you the mission, you can come or you don't. But if you do come, then there's an alliance to be born, and assets to be made. I believe
Who is you? Who are the people accepting these?
The group
in the entirety of the timeline.
consists of
Keep him
Bug,
outside the door.
consists of Bug,
Wrench?
Python, Wrench, Corvus.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
The Hardline, we're ex-corpos. Having us, or having them as allies is beneficial. I mean, Corvus said himself, you're, for what you're going through, not as equipped as you could be. I mean, the first day you met Spark, he gave you a powered weapon that you use still today, and it's an asset of ours that we gave to you as a gift. Or at least Spark did. It's just an example of why we're important and why we need you.
And how do I know
and
they're
why
not going to
you-
blame us for your friend's death?
I don't... What? I don't blame you for that.
Yeah, but they might.
Who? With the Heartline? No, we all
Maybe.
understand that our goal...
Also, can I say, I don't like this whole thing that you're saying with, like, the we. It makes it sound like you're not one of us.
Yeah. Be green.
I mean...
Whatever their color is.
I proved that, did I
We
not?
don't let, like, non-greenies in here, so you might have to leave if that's the case.
Dia, shut up.
If you were green, then why question if we know what it's like to witness someone die?
Because
Do
you
think that
questioned me
shrine-
earlier, and you said
Do
you
you
didn't
think-
understand.
Do you think that that shrine outside is for nothing?
You're the one that said you didn't understand.
I did not at one point say that.
When you said why I didn't hand over the briefcase, I gave you my reasoning, because someone died for it, and that's significant to me. So I wanted to honor that as best I could, and honor the deal and the alliance that we were making.
See,
feel
the
like
difference on that is you weren't there for the mission, Sylvie. Despite you being a
Okay.
gateway
I'm not saying
to
that I
the other
did.
group, doesn't give you the right to make the decision that you can hold on to that.
I am the messenger. I'm in between. I deserve to be in meetings
the
where something is
messenger.
discussed with the Heartline.
But at the same
It's my
time,
job to relay the information between you and my group. I'm just doing
Your
what I...
job to find it, though.
we didn't ask you to look for it. You looked for it yourself.
Hey, Samir.
Looked for what, myself? The
What's
briefcase?
in the briefcase?
Ace gave it to me.
Where's Corvus?
And I kept it safe.
I think he's with the guests outside.
is out
You were. But guests
We
have
should see
arrived.
what's in it before they come in, and before they get too antsy.
Be around
Ah.
Tuesday.
I think you should do that with them. I think
No,
it's...
I think we should know,
I wanna go.
and if they need to know,
Why?
we can tell them.
What's the point of an alliance if we're not trusting one another? That's what all this was for. That's what people died
It's
for.
not about trust. Apparently they're here for it, and also, giving it to them wasn't a part of this deal. So let's find out if it's worth giving it to them or not.
And have everyone else end up dead because she's being stupid again.
Besides, it's not fair if you know and none of us get to know.
Well, open it.
You should put it in the projects channels, and that's where all the leadership members are.
Oh... Okay, I'm gonna put it in RP context in case it's shown to anybody else.
Okay.
Yeah. I already made a little
I'm
thing
gonna
for
put
it
it in your
anyway, so...
fucking ass.
Just make sure attached to it is that you don't know this exists if you haven't been handed this document.
Where the fuck is the context? Ah!
When it catch me on?
Projects. Oh, there it is.
Figuring commands.
We're on a different subject right now, but we'll dial back to the prior subject once this is over.
Appreciate it. Sorry about the absence there. Sundays are a bit of a busy day.
Some.
Looks like a few papers. You might need to give them a minute to read through the whole thing.
I know. I'm going to offer something.
What were you going to offer, Cowboy?
A copy.
Well, what is it exactly?
Very extremely classified documents about a project that was being conducted at the facility.
And is it
Ones that
something we should give to these people?
At this point, I am unsure.
Magneto hazard type shit?
What was the
Oh,
point
God,
of
no.
us working together and building this trust for when we do the mission and something goes a little bit, wrong, which is inevitable in missions? You then get paranoid and just throw away any attempt of alliance that we were building.
Sylvie, there's no such thing as unconditional trust. Not here.
Well, some of us think a little bit different about this world, okay?
Yeah. And as much as I've tried advocating to everybody else here that just because you lived in a high life because you're corporate doesn't mean that you can't live the same life we can or we have. I've tried tooth and nail to make sure everybody else looks at you the same way we do. Not only for them to understand what you've been through, but for you to understand what we've been through. Trust goes a long way, and as much as we've done things for you, i.e. this group, that are doing things for your group, doesn't mean we give them our full trust. Sylvie, we have dead people that have done a deal exactly like this.
Then why did you go looking? You took the riddles. You solved the games.
You understand?
You let me into your home. You did the research of the items that you were given.
I think trust is well and good, but in my opinion, it's Papa's got to eat first. We got to make sure there's food on our table before we're fully.
And what do you think we're doing?
Well, that's what we're determining. If this is
That's the
something
point.
we need to keep for us, or if it's something that is okay to share. We haven't made a determination either way yet, but we do need to make a determination, which is why we're having Python read it and discuss it, and we'll decide if it's worth sharing or not.
I get it. I just think it's scummy. They could sit in the room with you.
Look around,
And
Sylvie. Look at the district you're in. Look at this building. Look at the people that you're working with. Look at the things that we're doing to try and better this place and the district itself. It's all scummy, Sylvie. Because that's what we are.
It's all survival.
We're trying to live. And if being scummy about it is the only way we know how to do it, then it's the only way we know how to do it. Other people have their ways, and they've survived by it. But there's people who grew up in these terrible places.
I got this spiel from Tin Man, and he's now one of my closest friends.
Then why do you refuse to see it?
Because I know that we can work hand in hand without there needing to be venom shared. And Tin Man hated me when I first came here, but we helped one another. We gave each other trust.
I want to ask you this then.
It started.
Do you think he would do it differently? Do you 100% for sure think he would be telling us to look at this before we show it to them? Mind you, he's not the only person in that group.
I think if it was the tables swapped, you would say the same thing. And I think you would argue that someone very important to you died to at least give you an opportunity to make a better district with some other people that are only wanting to do the same thing. And you're scared, I get it, but that's the point of a rebellion. That's the point of what you do. That's the point of wanting to paint the district green or whatever the fuck it is that you want to do. It's about making friends, making alliances, getting people to trust you.
This isn't a child's movie. There is no good and evil.
We don't have to be bad people. That's not...
Boss, the way we met your group was through a whole zone blowing up.
That was a mistake.
I don't care, it still happened.
How many more mistakes are there going to be?
And how many mistakes have you made? That's not fair.
Hundreds and thousands! But it didn't cost an entire zone blowing up!
I'm sure you've killed people before.
Of course we have! Look at the group you're in! I'm not gonna yell. I'm not gonna yell. This isn't gonna be Friday. This isn't gonna be another Friday. What I'm trying to get you to understand, and I understand your point, but you keep refuting it. Mine. Your group is working what's on the outside and mostly inside a gang. A criminal organization. A group that has done nothing but distrust others they work with. We don't trust the Shriekers, yet we still keep a fucking line with them to continue to get laser weaponry into our armory. And I doubt they have their full trust in us.
It's a
And
deal,
if
Sylvie.
and if they did have 100% of their trust in us, then that's their fault. Because you don't do that here.
We're making sure the scales aren't tipped one way or the other.
You don't think someone dying is tilting enough? Enough to have them sit in the room and at least observe with the briefcase being opened? You don't think assisting on that mission with your people was... I get it.
It was our damn day to day. We risk our lives like that every single fucking hour.
And we did too, with the expectation that we were making a deal with people that would understand that. That's all I'm saying, and that's the only argument that they will also probably make.
And it's the easiest
Either way,
argument.
You're getting paid. Either way, you've looked at your briefcase. You don't have anything more to say to me other than talk to them on whatever you want to do next. You made your point pretty clear. We just have different opinions.
No.
Maybe we should have them step out for now, and then we should actually come to a decision on this, and then have our guests come in.
We'll call you back in when we need your people to.
I recommend standing. Just in case. That door's not locked.
What's the plan?
Currently, there are way too many factors at present to just blindly give it to them. And quite frankly, I would be curious as to why they even need these. The entire goal of our deal was to kill the engineer on site. That was in that site, and we did. We were not explained that we were stealing files from that facility. Just killing a target.
So, I think we got a couple options from my point of view. Feel free to add or take away from them. But I think either we tell them, no, we're not going to give it to them. We decide if it's safe enough to give them a copy, or, I mean, if we really want to, I guess we can have them come in and we could just blast all of them.
The latter option would only cause more issues, and I don't believe that either Wrench or Chase would want a fight started, A, in their hollow, B, in the meeting room. And it would cause way too many potential casualties.
I'm not saying they're good options. I'm just saying that's the way I see we can do things. Which,
with the minimal information that I know personally, if we do the latter option, what's the fucking point of literally entertaining anything Sylvie related from leadership?
Yeah.
Like, we've apparently been through the hoops. I've seen it on Ace. I've seen it on plenty of people who come into the med bay. I'm kind of on Sylvie's end on the sense of putting all this
payment
to build
was?
trust.
No, I only found about it today that they were paying us.
Then I present another option, and we let them in. We have our talk with them and see whether or not we should give it to them.
Python, this is the last time I'm going to ask, do you want a copy of those documents? I can do it in seconds.
You should just copy it anyways.
Just copy it.
Even if we don't give it to them, it might be good in case, I don't know, God forbid they steal it and run out of here, then at least we have a copy.
I want to make it very prevalent before we let them in. If this becomes way bigger of an issue than it already presently is, I am not going to hesitate to throw one of them to the wolves. And I would hope that none of you are also hesitant on making that decision.
Us before them.
We already have too many problems on our plate. We don't need more.
I'm afraid I lack way too much context to have any merit in this situation, so anything to help us, I guess, at the end of the day. I'm game.
I'll leave it to you and Ezra then, and you guys can make the decision on if you want to give it to them, and if you determine that it's not, then tell them to leave, and if they won't leave, then, I don't know, we'll make them leave, I guess.
I'll just put on a good old smile.
Where did Bud go?
Outside to let them in.
Oh.
I like to think I make good decisions.
I'd like to think so too.
Maybe put that. Maybe we should put it in Chase's office or something.
That is what I was going to do.
That shit is still open, so. Oh my god.
So what I did read in the texts and all that, that's being discussed today, right? Yeah. I was quickly recapping myself.
We can catch you up to speed. Start deciding other things.
This unfortunately has
This
just
is
become the
dealt
more
with.
prevalent matter. And I was hoping we could hold this off till later.
So.
I saw there was someone out there with like all this weird stuff on him. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Maybe you should double check that Bug did go out there to let them in. Maybe he's just.
He doesn't say he has ADHD, but I know for damn sure he does.
Bug went to go put on his gear.
So there it is.
Revolving door.
Oh, never mind.
If she steps out and he steps in, it would be so funny.
Hello, Whispers.
Howdy.
Virus, where are you?
I'm right
There
here.
you are. Okay, good. So I hear we have some dealings we need to sort out with.
Python, I'll let you handle most of the talking.
To make it very clear as to what we knew the extent of the deal was, our deal was to assist you in assassinating the engineer on site, and that was all
Bring
that
me
we
over
were
here.
supposed to do.
Have her behind you.
Any other information was not left on the table, and so we have our reasonable suspicions as to why we were not kept into the loop of other information that either your compatriot or the rest of our team were not let on for that mission.
Other information like what?
Of what we were specifically going to grab, what we were going to deal with on site, and exactly why you wanted to take those files.
Or you were told. You were given a deep dive plan, and Grayscale was there to meet you, and he told you your target.
He did. But what we were describing was not exactly what we thought.
Okay.
And additionally, the briefcase we took technically wasn't informed as well as what we should take. We just took it because of extra precaution.
Maybe Spark had different objectives from Conduit personally? I don't know that.
Then my
we
point
can't
still
ask him.
stands.
As
Why weren't we kept in
for
the
the
loop?
thing that you fought, information on that thing is exceptionally limited as it is. We weren't even entirely sure of what its capabilities were. These things were like rumors around the facility and the like. We knew that they existed, at least some of us did, but we didn't know exactly if there was any defensive or offensive capabilities of the creature itself. It was
what
like
he's trying to say is if we had the information, we'd give it.
Yes. As for the briefcase, again, we just knew it was of some importance and something we needed. At least that's what we wanted. And we are here with the payment as promised. Granted, we can get it in return.
Go over the exact details of what our payment was first, as I was not led to the truth of that either.
Well, I have 50,000 credits waiting right here for you. Well, Virus will send it to you. Also, if I think it was rude of me not to say, my name is Relay, this here is Virus. Apologies for that.
Corvus, in those plans, I imagine they were not specific about the details of the reward, or were they?
Not quite. We were told that we would have a reward, but in terms of what it was specifically told.
Our alliance is our reward. The information you gained is a reward. Isn't that what you wanted?
If I may. Yes, information is a reward, and an alliance is also a reward. However, there also has to be something outside of just a handshake to progress. We cannot be sent on missions like that, wishing to deal with creatures like that, just for some money and your word. As much as your word might mean something, and we would love to have it, especially if it gives us resources. But to that same point, if we are going to be given a reward, your word should not be the only thing on the table.
I think I've given you more than enough with not only a financial aid with this, but also the fact that the ones that truly lost here was us. We lost one of our members. We weren't sending you in without someone watching your back, making sure someone was protecting you. One of our best, man.
I won't
And he
disagree
did his
there.
job.
And I won't scoff at him. He did very well, and in fact, from the little bit that I interacted, I actually liked the guy myself. But, as much as I understand, that still makes me worried that, again, someone's word should not be the reward for someone's life.
Isn't that all you have to your
tag
name
on to that,
too?
I'd like to say that if one of our guys died on that mission, you would expect us to not come asking for more. You'd say, hey, that's the risk of the job, so...
Yes. In fact, actually, from what we knew, we weren't getting any assistance until Spark arrived. So, technically, we went in thinking it was going to be just us.
Well, technically you
Meaning
got
Organ-
Grayscale's assistance too with the map.
Yes, but the map can only do so much. Grayscale gave us information,
Well,
but
what more do
before
you
continue,
want in corporate espionage and, making a difference? All we have is our word to back each other, as
That
you
is
put it,
correct.
in this criminal underbelly.
What do you want? Seem to be asking for something, so perhaps there is something specific on your mind. If you do not believe a word after what we've already done to support, then what is it?
So, before we go into the specifics of that, first, with your thing. Grayscale gave us information, yes, but not all of it was accurate. Security was increased, on top of security being increased, though we were told of specific potential abilities, we were not exactly informed, even if that's the lack of your information as well. There's only so much we can obtain.
You're
But
suspicious of us, but an ISB member killed our people but didn't kill yours? What?
And who's to say that they aren't going to come here?
You've been
saw
here.
Why didn't
members there?
At
Now,
times
if I may as well,
that they've
before we
shown at our
continue.
doorstep.
Yeah, I have. But why didn't they kill any of your people and just ours? Which I'm confused about the ISB thing too. I don't know why they were there. And this, we did not account for that at all in any of our plans. They shouldn't have been there, and we don't know why.
We don't either. But, to tackle on what your friend said, you're right. You're assuming that you've given us stuff, and you have. But at the same point, this was the attempt at getting your trust was a suicide mission, or in theory could have been one. And we had not a whole lot, because obviously the trust wasn't there just yet. Do you see my point?
fighting against these people is going to be dangerous. There's no hiding that fact. We have been putting this work in for a very long time, and we have felt the cost of it over time and time again. We expected as much that you would be familiar with these dangers. You fighting a gang war at the end of the day. I'm sure this isn't your first dangerous mission. And
You're
at the end of the day, we're not...
Also, the reason why I say, because we were fighting this war, assisting you is also just as incredibly dangerous, especially for us to not have this relation already, is what I mean. You went to the doorstep with the mission first, before giving us more than money, though I could care less what the
I think the
actual
point he's
reward is.
making is that if the alliance is the reward, then our debts are even because we give you our alliance in that exchange as well. So we're not really getting a reward for the mission, we're just handshaking.
Well, unless you want to count the credits as a slight bonus.
I think
but
the
I'd like to
credits
think
are great, but the road stop it seems like we're all hitting here is that I don't know that we want to give you the briefcase. Because it seems like that wasn't part of the original deal. Correct me if I'm wrong, Python. Just trying to clear up the air
it was not.
so we're not talking in circles.
You just seem like you want a reason to be mad and keep things, and that's fine. I don't think they need it. But
honestly, if I were speaking from personal, what the rest of them want is different. I want something a bit more than just money. Money is nice, but even if it doesn't even have to be anything grandeur. A weapon, similar to what you gave Matt.
yeah, and he was given that for free on your first meeting, just for even talking.
Well, I wasn't there for that.
Oh,
So,
okay,
that
but
I'm
that
not
doesn't.
entirely
Okay,
sure.
that doesn't make it any less real or that it didn't happen.
True.
We have taken the steps to build this alliance fairly.
And we have
I
as
think.
well.
Okay, and now our next steps are to hopefully work together
Come
from here
together.
on.
Yes.
If I can cut through this shit for a moment here.
Please.
Something extra for the briefcase.
I am not personally at liberty to give you something extra. That will be something that Conduit will have to decide himself.
Will we get something?
Again, that will be up to debate. I'd like to hope so. I'm not the final decider on it. But I want this relationship to happen more than anything. Clearly, we can both help each other and do really good things together. We have things that we have acquired over the years that we can give, and you guys have the manpower and the experience that we require to make a difference, not only for you guys, but us and the rest of District Zero. It's not about this give and take. An alliance needs to work together. I understand.
This is unfair, and you guys don't even know about
Sylvie-
this, but Conduit... No, Conduit gave up pieces of himself for you guys. 3 pieces.
How
3
many
magic
missions?
artifacts
How
he
many
got.
missions have you taken us on that have come to bite us in the ass, Sylvie?
What does that have to do with this?
This is along with that
personal-
ride, Sylvie.
If we're negotiating with these 2 people here, maybe we should have Sylvie wait outside. Not to be the thorn in the side, but she is the biggest detractor to this conversation.
My
She's
job.
the one bringing points that are proper to this conversation, things that take down what you say.
Her points
and
are
make this
very
conversation
easily refuted.
good value. But
Are they?
correct.
Yes, Sylvie.
My job is to be a messenger, to be here to relay this information.
Are you a negotiator?
I am negotiating on
Messengers
behalf
aren't
of my
negotiators,
people.
So maybe you should wait outside while we negotiate with the people who came here to see us.
Fine.
Thank you, Sylvie. If this is also the case, can we deal with the leadership as well? No offense, sir, but I've been informed that you aren't leadership, so
I've told you myself, yes.
that's fair enough. Then let's
Then
at
wait
least
outside
make it
for this.
even. Thank you.
If you have any more insight you wish from the mission itself, I'll be waiting outside.
It's funny, it happened again.
I apologize for Sylvie's outburst there. She's taking the loss of our friend very deeply, as are the rest of us.
She does have better mannerisms.
Let's not focus on it too long, though.
I wouldn't be able to judge that personally, but regardless, the point that we are trying to make here is that if we are going to be at an alliance with each other, then how are we going to be able to guarantee if we are going to be given all the details of what we are doing there on the mission if you can't do it on the first operation?
Like it's been stated, and from your colleague I was talking to outside, even our information was not 100%. Both of us were we've had a baseline, something to work on. And normally, while we did have all our ticks and corners mostly covered, the only outlying issue was the increased security of ISB, which I'm not sure how that happened, because clearly something have perhaps the Whisperers maybe done any increased activity that may have potentially led to an increase in certain facilities, or word being slipped out or anything like that. I'm just putting ideas out there, I'm not making accusations. And two, this creature, the architect, the thing that you and our people fought, again, it is literal myth and legend around the areas we worked in. We can't have all the details all the time.
That would be correct. If we had the intel, it would be on the table. I believe you had other missions that are similar. Info is not fully given, or is missing pieces, or perhaps surprises appear out of nowhere. Please, fix me if I'm correct. Or wrong.
And then one of the cases of if your personal plans change, such as with the case of the briefcase, are we going to be clued in on that when those changes occur on the day? Or are we going to be left in the dark again?
The briefcase was something I personally wasn't informed in. However, I'm sure Conduit had something in mind, perhaps whenever things were found out. The briefcase, yes, it's obviously the anomaly of all these talks. Now, granted, I believe the briefcase would be more useful in our hands. It's something that we've been working with, and things that I've personally been around. These facilities, these power plants, we've all worked there. We're familiar with the technology that's in there. Now, I haven't seen the briefcase itself, but I think it would be better in our use, so then that we could repurpose it, that we can all partake in the reward of it. Whereas if we left it with you, it would take you time to research whatever you're looking into, if you're able to even look into it safely, and cause potentially more damage, or even ISB sniffing at your door. Whereas if we take that problem away from you, then they can't find it.
The way it seems, I would imagine that ISB would have reason already to investigate into us, not only for finding our members there, but if they were to find that the briefcase and its contents were missing, we would be the first on their itinerary to look into on the contents
Yes,
already.
but imagine how worse it would be if they came here and they actually found it.
Then at the very least, entertain all of us here as to what exactly it is that you and your group are planning to do with the contents of the briefcase, because this is not something that we can just turn a blind eye to, especially with the mistakes that happened in Zone 1610.
As I've stated before, I actually don't know what's inside the briefcase. The most that I've known and heard about it was since I've entered through these doors, the fact of what the gentleman was saying over there in regards to that it reacted
text from
to
Bug.
Sylvie's necklace in some way or another.
Let's make sure I'm right. Conduit's a supernatural being, from what I understand, can travel through power. What if we have Conduit
Then
find
even
Wrench
you don't know
or
what
Cairo
its uses are,
in trade?
and you're blindly trusting the person telling you to fetch.
No, I mean, I literally don't know what's in there. If I looked at it and got to see what was inside the briefcase,
You get a
I could
text back.
potentially give you a better understanding
Let's do
of
this.
what it actually is.
You said, let's do this?
Yeah. We have a proposition for a trade. Bug.
And he's going to show the contents of the briefcase from a holographic projection from the phone.
This is what was inside it.
I guess we were too enveloped in our own world.
I will answer your question, I'm sorry. This is something that's more important. Okay. Alright, these are things that I haven't seen before, but on a brief glance, I'd need more time to look into it.
I'm
But
assuming
I'm
what you
sure.
want is the intel of what would be in there, even if it's not necessary for you or helpful in any way, shape, or form. Because if you want something that could be possibly
Do we want to get Python's input too
we'll have to look
before we
into
do it?
that.
How about this?
Sure.
We're not sure on giving them the briefcase. But what about the information itself? I have that now.
Gary, Python, come here. Before you continue on with your part. And Ira, you too, actually.
Yippee.
Just a moment.
Of course.
Bug.
Well, very simply, Conduit, right? A supernatural being. We've seen him travel through power and pop up out of nowhere. Well, nobody besides ISB could potentially even notice him with that. What if we have Conduit find Wrench or Cairo in trade?
That adds other complications.
How's that?
In my opinion. Because then we will owe them.
This is us owing them.
On top of that, to be totally honest, I don't think they know that Wrench and Chase are both missing, so we're playing that. We're giving them that.
Chase can get here on his own. We don't have to mention that Chase is gone.
Yeah, I just mean we're putting ourselves
We
in
can
a better
handle
position.
both of these situations ourselves. I believe that. Do you all believe that?
Yeah.
Then we don't need.
My only input is I don't think we'd be owing them.
Here's what I think. I think we could use that. It could be something, if it's a trade, could be a benefit. But my concern is I haven't seen what's in there. Only I think Python knows, and my concern is, so far as I know, these guys are just a super terrorist group. Is it safe to give them that, or will it hurt us in the long run?
I don't like the group, but I've only been going along with it for the sheer fact that Chase and Wrench have put their trust in it.
And I believe that they would agree that this is something that is way over our head and that we should not be involving ourselves with.
How about we play a bluff? We say, we are willing to give you the briefcase, but we need assurance that we will get something, from Conduit. So we need you to go negotiate, figure out your thing with your boss, and then come back to us, and you can talk to our boss, and then, we'll let them handle it.
But also it gives us time to run some messages back and forth and lets us get our, opinion and idea together a bit more thoroughly. I think giving us more time would be worth it.
I don't think that's a good idea. We don't have time.
Okay.
Yes, we need to make a decision right now.
And if it makes us feel better about not letting them know that one of our leadership is missing, we don't even have to say it's Wrench. We can say it's just another Whisperer part of the Hollow.
Then I believe at this point,
all my feelings in, and it's between you guys to decide.
I believe we need to put this to a vote of yes or no. Yes, we give it to them. No, we don't.
Because if it helps us find Wrench, then I'm down for it. Because we won't be owing them anything. We already did a job for them. Now they're wanting something. This is a trade, not a debt.
I will state before, now that I've remembered what y'all talked about, or what Sylvie said, Conduit sacrificed pieces of himself. Now that I think about it, there might not be a chance he could, but I'm pretty confident, considering the things I've seen him do, that he could do it.
And I'm going to make it very clear from the last meeting that myself and Ace had with Conduit, they don't care about our war. Who's to say that they're actually going to value that deal?
Which is why we give it to them after they've found him and after we've gotten him.
They're not gonna look for him unless they get that first.
That's not gonna be our option.
I think our options are on the table. We can go with Ezra's and offer the deal, and go with Python's and keep it for ourselves. If you want to discuss between each other, I'm more than happy for you guys to do that and decide. If you want to vote, I'll vote.
I was going to offer them a copy of what's in the briefcase.
If Python thinks it's too dangerous to give it them, then it doesn't matter if it's a copy or the briefcase. It's too dangerous in either, right?
And the copy should be for us in case we do give it to them. What's the point of giving them a copy if we have both? At that point, they have what they need. They don't even need the briefcase anymore.
They know I have it, though.
Should we? Well, we could say that's what was in the briefcase. Like, literally, your phone was in the briefcase.
We can throw that in, yeah.
I'm not getting this thing up, damn it. Oh.
Sorry.
So again, this is what my plan is.
Vote?
Just so we know it's all clear. We have them do something for us. For a trade. There is no debt. We already did something for them. Now they do something for us. Once we get what we need, once we get what we need, and we know he's there, and we can decide whether or not we give it to them once we get the information or after we get him. I'm fine with either or. But either way, once all that's said and done, that's my deal.
Should we vote, or are you convinced?
We should vote.
Okay.
One, we give it to them. Two, we don't.
Just if you don't want to give it to them, just raise your hand, because I don't want to hear an aye. And there it is.
Do you know if Lily would have a vote? I don't know if she has any input on.
Even if Lee would have a vote, it's 4 against 3.
Well, I was considering about abstaining because honestly, I'm not very involved in this kind of thing as head of research, and especially for super, let's say, external reasons, that maybe I shouldn't vote. And if Lee does vote to do it, and I, maybe shouldn't count my vote, then it would be tied.
You're a part of the heads, whether whatever extenuating circumstances or not.
Alright. If we're satisfied, then...
Delete the copy.
We all good over there? Decided our decisions?
We tried.
Apologies. Needed an aside.
That's fine. Perfectly fine.
We came to a decision at this current time because we are admittedly still cautious. We will not be handing over the briefcase. You can keep your credits, and we can consider this job for us done, and you can consider us still helpful to your cause, so you so need it, and if you have other conditions for other deals, that you would inform us ahead of time of all the details.
Very well. If this is your decision, then so be it. However, as a personal stake, I'd still like to offer up the credits.
No. Whether it's personal or not, some people might feel indebted for it. I'm not going to let them feel that way.
You are in the middle of a war.
We are.
This is simply just
And
something to help out.
Been able to handle it so far. I appreciate your gesture, but I'm not going to let other people feel indebted to someone else.
Are the rest of you in agreement of this?
Aye.
Very well.
Very well then.
After all, you paid a life. We were luckier.
You're gonna keep around here, so.
Well.
We and Conduit gave, but that's all right. Briefcase.
We knew the job. We knew the job. We knew what was expected of us. Very well.
Yeah.
Relay, sorry, not Relay. Sylvie will probably inform Conduit. I'll speak to her on the way out. If there's anything else that you need of us, we'll be in contact, of course. While I know this has been a difficult decision for all of you involved, and us included, we appreciate your patience and reliability in the matters. At the end of the day, we still punched a blow. And I personally am indebted to that. So thank you. But we'll make our departure if there's anything else.
I am sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
What was his name?
Why? Are you planning on putting him down somewhere?
In my prayers.
That's very kind. Actually. There was.
I don't know if you wanted to
something
be a part
we'd
of that
like to
little
carry up
group that we were holding.
a little
If you wanted me involved, you would put me
prayer
earlier.
saying he brought around. He wasn't much of a religious man, but he carried it with him anyway. If you could
You're
say
part of the
this,
heads, and I should have just said heads instead of
his name's Aldous
pointing
as
people
well.
out. I didn't point out
Yeah, you
Samira,
should
and
have.
Samira was there.
Whatever.
But if you include that in your prayers,
But that's on
I
me.
know he'd appreciate it. Thank you. Are you comfortable with us looking for Sylvie, or do you want to escort us?
Carver should still be out there.
Have Corvus escort him.
We'll wait just outside.
Oof.
You want to wait for Cowboy, or do we want to get Samara up to speed?
I would like to be caught up to speed, please.
So far, we've set out our options and where we should focus on. Either looking for Wrench, Cairo, or working with ISB / the police department to help us look for Cairo. If we look for Wrench in tandem, we are going to be continuing doing what we've been doing, which is going against the Tigers and making sure our focus is on that. The plan for Wrench is if we go for Wrench, we go to the back lines, and we kidnap someone from there and use one of them as a
front lines?
back lines.
Okay.
Granger was on the mission that Wrench was kidnapped on. So, we go to the back lines.
Back in here if she's around.
Yeah. We go to the back lines, take someone from
I'll go
there
get her.
because his people are there, just like Maz's people are there.
I've got to be on my way out.
And we use whoever.
Spent as long as I can here.
Mm-hmm.
We use whoever we can, or whoever we take from said place as the trade for Wrench.
I know that you cannot see all the information in the briefcase, but I do thank you for trusting me.
So, who's going to be in charge of the espionage part of that?
I think now more than ever we have to
We don't know
someone
yet.
away from the
be
back
united,
lines.
so...
We don't know yet. We haven't decided on which option we're going for, because we can't spread ourselves thin.
Oh, you haven't? Okay.
Second option would be looking for Cairo. We have Dia and Cyrus who have had some intimate involvement with them, whether willing or unwillingly. I know Silas has had some interaction with them as well, but that is very recent, and I don't... We could grab him, but I don't know if he has anything. So after we gain our information there, we go off what we can do and go and look for Cairo. Or we work with Onimusha. We have him be either our middleman, or we just settle some type of deals with him there with the PD, so we can look for Cairo through there. We'd still be getting information from Dia and Cyrus. We would just have the added on working with other people.
I'm guessing we just kind of move up the ladder depending on how much information we get along the way, and then stop where we don't need anything more. Or are we taking it to the top, just regardless?
We continue looking until we find Cairo.
Right. Okay. Is that it for option 2, or?
That was option 3 because it was added in with the PD and Onimusha.
Aye.
Option 2 is same thing, just without PD and Onimusha.
Gotcha. So, I misinterpreted your words then. My apologies. How long has Cairo been gone then from us?
2 weeks? 3?
Around 3. She was arrested first, had been gone for 2 weeks, and now she's been kidnapped since whenever
Thursday.
sometime last week.
She's been released, you said? Yes?
She was kidnapped during her imprisonment.
Okay. So those two have been roughly away from us for, one's been a week and one's been fairly recent. How's the table looking then for options? Wrench versus
Muerte, I got a message that I think was for you.
Huh?
Daya's not in the hollow anymore.
Well, if we go with that option, we have to wait till Tuesday.
In the meantime, as we know, we are going to prioritize our search directly for Cairo. We need to go over the information that Chase left for us on his computer if I were going to handle the current issue of CC.
Sure.
Bug, follow me. We'll get the information. Bring it down here.
Wow.
Gonna scuff the table.
My mahogany.
Not my mahogany.
Oh heavens, clutches my pearls.
I'm guessing what I was meaning to ask, then, how's everyone feeling then about the options? Because I kind of have swaying opinion of my own, I guess.
I think none of our options are good, but we're kind of at a, pull on every string until we see what gives kind of position.
From what my understanding is, the wrench part has been fairly recent.
That was Friday.
Well, Cairo's been away for a while. I think from my understanding is, damn, and the Tigers have him. This is rough.
We were going through our options earlier, and everybody pretty much agreed that if we just tried like a head-on assault, because it's on the other side of the front lines, that it probably wouldn't last that long, and there's too much turf to cover to, find one guy. So our agreement so far was maybe if we get somebody of, that is important to either CC or Granger, then maybe we can make a trade.
Make a trade. But, I guess where my head's at is, in the meantime, I think getting Cairo and then Wrench, I guess in that order, seems a bit more likely, because if she's being kidnapped by that cult again, and this is a big, just throw in the dark of the dart, but she's been taken by them before.
To be honest,
walked with them before.
They're both just as likely to have the same fail as they are win. We have no idea where Cairo is. The only thing to let you know, I am in agreement. I feel like we should go for Cairo. But I am throwing it out there so we all know that it's just as likely we don't find Cairo with Wrench.
I think it is.
There's
or the only
easier option.
Right. Yeah. Well, I would think personally, it sounds to me like Cairo's might be the slightly easier option, just because
we don't have to go behind the front lines.
On top, one, it's in our territory, and two, we at least maybe can do something with the PD. I don't know if it'll work out, but if it does, then, we at least have something we can try, rather than on Wrenches, it's just, let's just hope we find somebody and
Are we moving upstairs?
Yes, it would be easier for all of you to move upstairs to also review this.
Got it.
Are you?
Rebecca! Hey, Ryan, see what I did there?
You looked like you wanted to be
No,
carried,
you were in
and I was
an
trying to come up with some clever thing to say, to volunteer, joking, do it, but then I was like, the thing that came to my head was like, I would love to carry you, Lee, but I'm very weak, and
I'm a heavy bitch.
You're a big girl, and it probably wouldn't work as good.
Love.
Yeah.
I don't see anything wrong with that.
You're not
No,
heavy.
there's nothing wrong with it. It's my fault if we're, it's my, I should have.
So you're not heavy. I just couldn't find a good way to pick you up from that seat, especially with how close
I'm
the
not worried
seat
about you.
is. Well, you said I'm not that heavy, so I was just like, what the heck?
I meant to Ezra.
You said my name, and not Ira.
Oh,
Actually, it
my
would be
bad.
easier if we did turn it around. There's more space on the other side of the desk.
Wow, that's heavy.
So Rosie, out of character, that Kaz guy told me for you to tell us what's on there because apparently it's information on.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't
Excuse me.
Oh,
I have a DM for you
what?
friends.
Go ahead, interrupt. That's fine.
Sorry. I don't know if you. It's potentially time sensitive, so Ollie, as head of intel, you're getting reports from scouts that the Onimusha is just walking through the streets towards the Hollow. If you would like them to intervene or anything,
Oh my god! So brazen of him.
We're doing some aura farming, bro. What the fuck?
Jojo walking all the way.
Okay.
I'm telling the scouts just stay out of sight. Let us know when he's getting here.
He's close.
Oh my god. I get to meet the
TLDR, if you don't tell them to interrupt, I'm gonna tell Leon to spawn in at the front door.
Yeah, I'm going to quickly put in another PSA.
Okay.
Text will go out to all members of the Hollow who are currently present from Python. If you took your mask off, leave it on. We have
I
a
just
very
noticed I
high
was
profile
not in
visitor.
Big Ball this entire time. Oops.
Do not get in his way.
All I'm saying is
Get in comms. Jay, I'm gonna beat you up.
Get in the comms, freak.
Oh, well, he's gonna beat me up first and then kill me. But
Jay, be nice.
We kill you, and I'm gonna
Get in the
kill
fucking
you.
comms, freak. Why are you in Whisperer 3 still?
Oh shit.
We have a very high-profile visitor arriving.
Again?
Another one.
Oh, can we stop being so popular, please? I hate it.
True. Our bitch is too bad. Our smoke too tough.
Can we like find? All right. Can we find like a new base? Like, do we have to stay here?
Yeah, what if we all just relocated to one of the other bases?
Yeah, why don't we just take the Hollow and push it somewhere else?
They'd more than likely find it out, but I need to go make sure that we
Bug and Samara got it right.
Build a replica of the base under the base
You
and
guys-
just leave this
you-
one abandoned?
Bug, stay here. Bug,
like a reservation
stay
or
here.
something?
We're gonna stay here. I just need to go make sure that
Do you want to put a mask on, Ira?
our other guests aren't still here.
I guess I should.
Oh fuck.
Oh, shit! What the fuck? Oh, it's a kaijin bitch! Ew!
I don't know if you should be saying that so loud.
Not quite the visitor I expected.
Grab arm.
What?
Are the others gone?
No.
Excuse the.
Are they still in the tech bay?
I wanted to talk to Sobe real quick. I'm about to take them out. Do me a favor, get them up to the lead shot. Come up and talk. I wish to do it as well.
Is there somewhere we can all talk?
Meeting room.
The meeting room would be preferred.
Yes, the meeting room. Follow me.
you.
Hmm.
I've been informed of a couple things that I need to talk with you all about. And since the usual one isn't here,
Why are you taking so fucking long? Thank you.
Is there anyone else that needs to be present, or should I start talking?
Go get the others from upstairs. They need to be informed.
I know, and I'm fucking thinking whether we should just bring him to upstairs or not. Because then we're just gonna move back upstairs again.
If it's what you prefer.
As much as Chase would probably hate it, he's gonna have to deal with it. I'd rather have everyone just upstairs anyways.
It's just all the nutrition you need for a day, and it's like horrible and bitter
Make
and
sure-
disgusting, but you just drink it so you don't have to eat.
Make sure you all have your masks on. Whoa, don't do that. Don't do that. I'm sure I'm sure he would have been like, I understand why you did it.
Oh,
it's that guy.
A text to Python. Our guests have just been escorted out. I told them that
Goddamn
the
fist.
task was given, and that's why we were more urgent. Not that someone entered.
Hello. Yeah, this is the crew.
I know your current ones are indisposed, otherwise I would be talking with one of them. But situations are getting dire. I'm here due to two incidents that have occurred recently. And I'd like to talk with your group to see what I can provide and what you could provide me in exchange to help with these situations to get them resolved.
Is one of those situations have to do with your unsavory encounter with a cult member?
Yes.
Corvus, I don't think you should be here right now.
We both had words we wanted to exchange.
You can talk with him after.
I see.
Sorky.
It's fine. No, I think if we're going to keep information, I'd also like to know. And I'll talk to you after, Ezra.
I'll deal with the one that I have more questions for first. 16A. We were put on high alert due to some of yours being spotted just appearing in one of our reactors. And then we have one of our agents' eyewitness accounts of your people being there during the flooding.
I can explain both of this with
Cow.
as much as you probably don't fully believe full transparency. In the incident where
a group of us were suddenly put into the facility, into the deeper parts, that was an unintentional mistake due to testing of equipment that we were given from a different individual disconnected from us. We did not intend to enter into that space. We simply appeared in there, and we wanted to, by all means, not be in that position. We are still very much trying to understand how this equipment works. We do, in full transparency, do not want to ever put ourselves in a position like that for any instance, for both our sakes and for any trouble it would cause you.
There are those in the tower that are above me that are giving me this chance to speak with you all, so that they don't simply take the easy option of flying the spear over this place and obliterating it, which I don't want either. So I appreciate the transparency. And what about of 16A?
That is a matter concerning those of a situation I'm not sure you have given much detail on with the group known as the Heartland. To paint a picture, as some would want to describe, the event in...
Does this involve when Wrench told me to investigate Blackstone?
Yes, it did. But to get into the point leading up to that, the events that transpired in Zone 1610, I believe it was, where the entire zone was completely decimated. On that mission, we had encountered one of the Blackstem engineers who was dying and had given one of our members that was sent there to investigate why it suddenly got destroyed a thumb drive. In it were a long series of riddles, games from that group known as the Heartline, trying to reach out to us or anyone who were to pick up the message.
I see.
In these, we were sprung along on, again, riddles and games to figure out whether or not that they could trust us as individuals. And in this, we eventually came to an agreement of sorts that in exchange for a job that we would assist them on, that we would have a sort of alliance, as they were to call it. But, again, in stating in full transparency, we are not about to simply make alliances with quite blatantly what could be described as terrorists, their actions being accidental or not. In this, we were hoping to minimize the damage that they cause, so that they do not have another incident like that happen again. Something that we explained to your superior a few days prior.
I suppose that's why I got filled in on so many things.
What are your other questions?
Well, I'm assuming what happened at 16A was that job. Well, Flux seems to be taking them.
Womp womp.
The Onimusha killed Python!
Get him!
What happened at 16A was because of the job.
Do you have any
evidence of this group's existence?
Referring to the Heartline?
Or would we have evidence of this group's existence?
Are you referring to the Heartline? Or however you say it?
Yes.
Would you? I don't know. Possibly.
Well, at 16A, there was massive damages caused. We have been able to do what we can for the area. Is there anything that your group may have taken from there? Anything that may have gone missing?
I believe I know what you're referring to, and it is something that we were not informed of when we were given the job assigned to us. I can assure you, if you choose to believe me, that I have not looked into what the contents are of this briefcase. And I would imagine none of us would want to.
I don't recommend it. Good. I don't have as many questions now. This group, do you know what their goals are, their motives?
A better district.
To
what they tell us.
Tear down the present system and replace it with their own. No matter what it takes for them to get to it.
So they'll burn the whole district down just to make a new one?
From what I surmise, yes. Which is why we are keeping them at a very long arm's distance.
Continue monitoring them. And if there is anything that you think we should know, you're going to get a text from a number python, and it's just going to be the District 0 logo.
I will keep you informed immediately upon any information.
Much appreciated. The second matter, the one I would normally be talking to during these situations, would be Wrench. I've been informed he's missing. And as for your superior, Chase Henderson, we have him. Don't worry.
Yeah, I assumed. Is it possible for us to know as to why he's in your custody?
I don't even know. But I can assure you we won't be. We won't be doing anything untoward to him. You got my word. If anything, it's probably just another round of questioning or something along those lines. He did something to get on someone's bad side in the ISB, so we fucked him up again. I believe one time he was returned to you with a mouth stitched.
Yeah.
Wrench being missing, however, I can only assume is due to the usual suspects.
We assume that from the information we've gotten from last group we sent out on a mission, they were going to grab something that we need. And in turn, we did get what we needed, but he was taken by 2 other Tiger bosses.
Then my hands are tied in that matter.
Yeah.
At least directly.
All we know is that he's more than likely behind the front lines.
I've been sent here today to remind you all of the deal that you have with Kijin. And just how far it extends. Finding Cairo is of great importance. The heart is funded by us. I'm going to try to do what I can to steer 1607 to focus on finding her instead of digging into the hospital. But I can only do so much. And if you'll have me, I have that one's number now. I'll try and give you what they tell me, as long as you don't give them a hard time. Or what they tell me.
For the matters of Heartline, I'll leave that to Python. But if possible, for the other matters with Cairo, I'd like to have a way to contact you as well.
And you get the same message.
Thank you. We've already had our propositioned possibilities on looking into either Wrench or Cairo. We haven't had a vote as to what we should do yet, but you being here has made it easier, at least for me, even more so than what I already felt like we should do, to find Cairo.
You're lucky I was told that I'm talking to you.
Yeah, I would have had to have found some underhanded way to contact you in case we went with this idea.
The situation at 16A has made things more tense between us. If you can give us any way to alleviate one of your seemingly problems, let us know. Taking out that generator, that doesn't just threaten us, that doesn't just hurt Kijin. That hurts the district, that hurts all of Zafira. If that's what that group is trying to do, I'm not going to have any of it, personally.
That
Quite
is...
frankly, neither are any of us.
As much as I wish I would have had a helpful say in whatever happened with that group when it happened, I was left out of it until afterwards.
The situation with the Tigers isn't looking too good. We've noticed. Although they're giving us little annoyances, they're doing horrible things. Just the way we told them to. On the front lines. We want the help. to continue helping. We just need an excuse, a good reason, and in this case, the right person.
I'm surprised all the things they've done so far hasn't been the good excuse. Especially the...
Just messed up one of our facilities.
Yeah, no, that's true. That is a good point. Well, if everyone else here is on the idea of finding Cairo first and we'll deal with Wrench afterwards, then hopefully our involvement in bringing Miss Nile back can alleviate some tension.
If there's any information you think 1607 should know, tell me and I can pass it along as something I found. And if there's anything they have that I think you should know, I'll give it to you.
There was mention that Cairo gave to myself, and I believe another one of ours, the second under her, of a ritual that the cult is going to be conducting at some predicted point. A three-pronged approach. One that would, in their own words, be a ritual in which it would mass hypnotize the populace in those zones.
And why was that information that wasn't just given out to the rest of the heads?
Maybe after the big scary government man leaves.
Nah.
I believe 1607 is also aware of this due to a recent encounter they had within the Merciful Heart.
At the time that she gave this information, which was months ago, they weren't exactly clear on all of the locations, but one of them, I believe, that they mentioned was where they were... one of the facilities that they were training some of your higher level personnel. I believe they are officially called peacekeepers nowadays.
Suppressors.
The
That's
name
what they do
keeps
to
changing.
suppress things.
I would need to recall more of the details on that, but as soon as I do, you will be the first to know.
Thank you for the heads up, though. Talk more when we need to. I'm taking my leave now. Is there anything you have to ask of me?
Not besides Corvus, unless any others.
None for me.
Not presently.
If you'd like to... Oh my god, my bag. I think Corvus is still outside, if you just want to walk and talk with him or something.
I
Go over
have two things I would like to bring up potentially. The first being, that it should, unfortunately, like, not trying to undermine or, you know, be that person, but it does feel like we went through a lot to not give that briefcase to the Heartline and then gave it away pretty quickly to the government guy.
I gave it to him as a sign that A, he can at least assure that we were willing to give that back, and B, that we preface that we weren't in the loop of that briefcase's existence in the first place.
And I'm sure if we'd said no, someone higher than him would have come down to take it. Because I'm sure they would have known already.
Sounded like he might not have known that we had it.
Maybe not him. But he has higher other people. People higher than him. There you go.
Okie dokie. I think we maybe should have kept Gary's copy.
Yeah.
No, I don't want any of that information lingering here.
I think it would have been good for some purposes.
You seem pretty hard-strung about that information in that doc.
I got a glimpse as to what they were looking at, so I can see why. I didn't read all of it.
Yeah.
Rest assured, the information on there is information that I'm going to take to my grave.
Okay. It's good that I went with my gut then. That is, yikes.
On another note, I did tell him that if we all agreed on it, then we'd be willing to help. But we haven't all agreed on what we're going to do.
If he
That was gonna be the
is...
other thing I brought up, which is that we've been out this for a little bit. Should we maybe reconvene? Or is everybody wanting to hang out a little longer?
We have our options laid out. Like you said, they're not the greatest, but it's what we have.
What are the options? And so we can vote and get that over with. Not draw this on any longer.
We go to the back lines, take someone from there, or multiple people, and use them as a bargaining chip for wrench. Option 2 is we don't work with Onimusha and the PD, and we go looking for Cairo off of the information we get from Dia and Cyrus. And option C is the same thing as 2, or B, just with the help of PD and Onimusha.
Well, it sounds like the PD is willing to help, and I'm not, you know, trying to downplay our can-do-itness, but I think it's probably best we get all the help we can get if, you know, we want to get it done faster.
From what we are able to go off on, they have had a very sizable stake in the game as it comes to the cults. I would imagine that they would have more information than any of us currently standing here have. And with their investigative efforts, I believe it would be at least useful in making sure that we get Cairo back.
Do you have an opinion, Bug? You haven't been yapping a lot this whole time.
You just know a Bug is clonked out. There you go.
We're asking for your opinion, Bug. Like, what do you think about all this? What do you think?
Yeah, the entirety of it.
Part of it's all fucked. Back lines isn't a bad idea, but we do kidnap that person. It's really noticed. They're gonna have to book it back towards our way pretty fast.
Also bear in mind tigers know where we are, so that might invite them to attack us directly. Or
Correct.
on who it
This
is.
is true. Isn't like the back lines like the heart territory? Like it's back there, back there.
No. The back lines is on.
That's kind of open to the public, from what I understand.
It's on the opposite side of the front lines.
Hmm. So they don't have like an equivalent to a hollow like we do, or at least not that we know of.
Not that I know of. But that place is pretty open. So.
I've never been, so I wouldn't know.
I've been there once. Interesting place. I'm sure a few other whisperers have been there.
Third option again?
Third option.
The third option was, oh, sorry.
Just working with Onimusha and the PD to find Cairo instead of doing it ourselves.
That was a bad taste in my mouth.
Sure leaves a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths.
Hmm.
My vote's for 2. That matters.
How about we ask, no, they're not here today.
It's a head decision. It can't be a hollow-eyed decision.
I was gonna say, why don't we ask Cyrus and Dia now, but
Yeah, they're not deciding either way, either option 2 or 3. We're still gonna have Dia's and Cyrus's information.
it's just like how far are we willing to go for the info? Gotcha.
I'll say my vote is on option 3, and the reason is strictly because I would hope to God that if I got kidnapped and taken somewhere, you guys would take every option to try to find me too. So I'll do the same for Cairo.
My head's there too. I'm just kind of like weighing in the back of my head.
The incentive, or another incentive to option 3 is some alleviation from ISB that we've happened to put them on some of the bad side of us over the past few months.
Also bear in mind, after we make this decision, we also
Have this lovely computer with information on something that should be given to us information-wise for, I believe, the next coming week.
Yeah.
Is it information we need today, or is it information we can reconvene and discuss on Tuesday?
No idea.
We can reconvene on that on Tuesday when we have a clearer
you guys
head.
have my vote. I'm going to bed.
Have a good night. Bug, what you thinking on the vote?
Good night.
Before we get too caught up.
Guess I'll agree with what they said.
Option 2. It's 2 for 2, 1 for 3. And I am putting my hand in 3 as well.
So it's tied. Ah, shoot.
Tied for 2 and 3, yeah.
We say we're getting this computer thing next week, like
on Tuesday.
Tomorrow.
That has to
Tuesday.
That is probably information for what we're supposed to be doing in the upcoming week.
Oh.
If then I'm going to be the deciding vote, then I believe that the not only having the extra resources into looking into more of the cult's activity to possibly learn where Cairo is and possibly alleviating us out of the bad ire that we've accumulated with ISB, I believe we should go with option 3.
Well, that's 3 for 3.
There you go then.
Well, I haven't heard Samir's decision.
That guy back here, or back just now, said that he would be willing to help information to help find her, so might as well.
And I'm sure Gary would be. I'm not even going to say that. Gary's vote would be whatever Gary's vote would be. By the way,
You can text him and ask him, but
we have the majority of 4 for option 3.
Alrighty. Option 3 it is. We get Cairo's, like, general whereabouts from our friends, and then we go to the PD and Onimusha. Yeah. Sounds
More than
We'll
likely we are...
go into more of the specifics probably Tuesday. For now, we have our generalized vote.
Yeah. I'll let the smart folk take care of most of that, but other than that, y'all need me to, I don't know, put something together. I'm just a phone call away. I'm going to go back down to the workshop. See you there. Unless there's anything else I need to be let in on.
Unless anybody else has anything to say, then that's good.
Rock.
I love you guys. Great teamwork. Good job today.
I feel so out of my league, but in my I am in my league, but out of it, it's like a weird middle.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Except you work with microscopic stuff.
I'm
which
great
is nowhere
if
near.
you need math.
I humbly pass.
Alright. More for me.
More murky than before. Lovely.
According to them, and I want to make more of that one.
He would like to re-engineer it to make more.
Okay. Ching.
Awesome.
I will get
Thanks.
it done when we get back downstairs.
Thank you.
Is there anything Python or Ira would need from me to do?
More ID cards need to be manufactured for some of our newer members. I can give you the list later.
There's some new people you need to meet because their skills might be of use to you.
Who?
Oh shit, I don't remember his name. What was it?
Walk and talk.
Strigg? Something Rig.
Oh, yeah. Strig.
Ira, I would also like to inform you that I have composed of a acid that can dissolve through almost every metal. I need to get stronger metals to test it out, but seeing as it could dissolve the things specifically made not to dissolve.
We should see if it can dissolve through
I think he's
Ezra's ass. Those
downstairs in the
things are
common
fucking
room right
steel.
now.
That would be murder.
Well, you're okay with it, right, Ezra? Ezra?
Considering that it can melt through most of our metals, I don't believe it would be safe.
Well, you know, sometimes the chemicals...
But he says he's good at scouting and shit. I know you collect those people.
After they have been evaluated, yes, I do.
Yes. I don't know where he's at now, though, but I just want to let you know. I'm assuming no one needed medical after any of that. I just want to make sure, because that guy's kind of scary. Okay.
It was very reasonable talks that needed to
Okay.
happen.
Jim, did you see where Shrek went?
They like to go in the dorm room.
I put a lot of faith into you. I mean, I have to. But I feel like I've been pretty forthright with you every step of this journey. And I don't know, you made me feel like I was a part of this department. That we were friends. I knew we connected or bonded with.
Hey, Ezra.
Yeah, what's up?
Let's walk and talk. Do we have anywhere in Cairo?
No.
Because last we were told they were arrested. Okay. Awesome. Well, there we go. Oh,
Well,
don't hit my mask right there. It's where the camera's at.
Everybody will be getting more information Tuesday. I'm tired.
Okay. Yeah. Sleep well, Pookie.
Would you like me to continue my watchings of Derek, Rat, and Skellion?
Yeah.
Affirmative. Have a pleasant night, Ezra.
You too. Well, besides me walking towards the meeting room, that's gonna be it. That's gonna be all that. So, with all that being said, to the ones that came by and watched, thank you so very much for watching. I hope you enjoy it. To the ones that are watching the VOD, oh shit. To the ones that are watching the VOD, thank you so much for watching. You could be doing something else, but you're here instead, so thank you. And with all that being said, I hope you all enjoyed because I know I did. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.